So I'm trying a new setup. Reviewing this later. I think I got it. I think I got it. First, if you're reviewing this later, of course. I was reading in Amos, and it was talking about all these people that are all worried about money. God's gonna make shit really rough really quick. And I was like, that's a little rough. So I went looking for a chapter that wasn't there, and then came back to Mark 4. So we keep old fashioned reading Mark 4. Alright? Mark chapter 4. And he began to teach, and he began again to teach by the seaside. And there was gathered unto him a great multitude, so that he entered into a ship and sat in the sea, and the whole multitude was by the sea on the land. And he taught them many things by parables, and said unto them in his doctrine, Hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow. And it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up. And some fell on stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of earth. And when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. And some fell upon thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and it yielded no fruit. And others fell on good ground, and did yield fruit that sprang up and increased, and brought forth some 30, some 60, and some 100. What's up, real odds? Yeah, first. And the other fell on good ground, and did fruit, yes, 60, 100. And he said to them, He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was alone, they were about him, and the 12 asked him the parable. And he said unto them, Unto it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God, and unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables, not seeing they may see, and not perceive, and hearing they may hear, and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted, and their sins should be forgiven unto them. And he said unto them, know ye not this parable? And how then will ye know all parables? And the sower soweth the word. And these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown. And when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. And they are that, these are likewise which are sown on stony ground, who, when they had heard the word, immediately received it in gladness, but have no root within themselves, so to endure it but for a time. Afterwards, when affliction and persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. And these are they which are sown among thorns. They hear, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things entereth, and choke the word, and it becomes unfruitful. And these are they which are sown on good ground, and as hear the word, and receive it, and bring forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100. Just for the sake of it, 21. And he said unto them, Is the candle brought to be forth to be put under a bushel or under a bed, and not to be set on a candlestick? For there is nothing hid, and there is nothing that shall not be manifested. Neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear. Welcome, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Ali. Let's see. Let me catch up real quick. Let me get back to this here. First, what's up to you, Real Odds? You the realest. All right. Today, called Starving Artist. Got this really cool image in my head. I think I can get it out. So we're working against the daylight here. Hopefully the crickets are better than anything else. So the key to this one is I want to put the head in a certain place and the belly button in a certain place and make it look like you're standing at the person's feet. So it's a matter of the angles of the body. So I just slowly work my way around and try to keep in mind perspective to make this part bigger than this part. First layer is pretty forgiving. You can always go back and edit it this way. As I say a lot, it's only in the last couple layers is where it starts really getting. I'm afraid to touch this thing. At this point, I'll probably get away with messing up a little. But I don't think I'm gonna mess up much because I've got this one pretty clear in my head. So getting it out on paper just looks funny for a minute. Remember, work small, and you can always get it back, or you can always fix it. If you just do big slots, you can mess the whole thing up. So just start with a really small figure and work your way out. Man, I already got myself making the head too big. I have to keep making the bottom smaller. I'm gonna keep making the bottom bigger to compensate. So I have to be careful, careful. This guy's ribs. Just try to keep that same angle I had before. I really like that. Let's make the ribs bigger. Means you gotta make everything else bigger, right? If you're doing this more professionally, all you do is put a little dot up here, take your ruler, and go from however which edge and go up to there. And then do it the same thing with the other edge. And then just line up your edges. Me, I'm just kind of freehanding it. And that could mess up the painting. Yeah, it could. At this point, I just got to remember about the angles of the shoulders, the angles of the arms coming in. I want his hands to be right over his heart. His shoulders to be nice and squared off. And then his head to be a little bit smaller than down here. But right about in the middle. So maybe we'll make him a little taller here. Hi everybody coming in, by the way. Feel free to like, subscribe. If you're a mod, go ahead and check out everybody. I get great mods in here. Well, hi, Ozzy. I've been good. Up, down, all over the place. I figure out how to do this YouTubing thing. How have you been? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's been interesting. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. It's like the whole world's heating up, ain't it? Crazy. Stay ready. You know what I mean? Just stay ready. What can I say? I'm trying to find my ruler. I can do. She's a stick. Go ahead and get some fresh paint on here. You might notice I'm just using peach right now because I plan on going in later with something that's different shading. Okay. I'm gonna try to get the proportions right now that I've already like got most of the way through it. So I'll do exactly what I just advised everybody else to do. Try to line it up for somewhere close to the same area. That looks nice. Round off the figure. Okay. Next thing is throw a little color on the background. I figure I'll be alright to use a dirt. It'll blend that blue with that color, and then I'll just keep throwing different shades of blue. So I get something nice, dark and rich. But try to be light so you don't end up blending it all together. You can see a little variance, a little difference in color. So as always, race against time day before the paint starts drying up on me. Different kinds of paint will lay on there different. This one's a semi-gloss, so it's not as glossy. This one's a high gloss, but it's almost done, so most of the gloss is done, I think. I'll just use it as a blender color here. Just use that that's on the board and that blue. Try not to overblend so it looks like some kind of clouds or something. And it should have a gloss finish. And then I got this purple over here that is not glossy. And that should make it look even cooler. So, tediousness begins. Just real quick. Easy not to hit your character too much. Every brush stroke has a texture to it. Be careful not to leave runs. Be careful not to leave big dots. And when you get around the character, go real easy. So you don't want to end up painting out your character. But also be sure you remember what you're using as a background because later if you have to fix it, you're going to want to know what those colors are you blended. Otherwise you might end up having to repaint the whole background. So I want to remember which blues I used. What's up, Ryan? What? What? I put you in Nietzsche's painting. Like, right up front, running. Tell them about it. Ooh. Love what you do, man. For real. Like, I wasn't on that many YouTube channels, and you saw. I was hanging out there with you a couple good days. I wasn't really on YouTube Lives. It's because you know what you're talking about, dude. Again, just I gotta be real easy around the character. Just keep blending, but not so much that it wipes out the overall color. Okay. Hi, Reverend Style. I call this one Starving Artist via Kevin Original here. Okay, next. I gotta decide a couple things. Like what I want to do as far as skin tone go. I need to grab a mixing board as well. My JVC board. What's up, Taylor? Oh no, I lost the lid. That's like a nightmare. Using a lid, kind of. Here we go. As if I'm lucky. Yeah, it landed heads up. Didn't really spill that much paint. Woo! The downside of using the caps as to hold your paint is you can just drop them places. So I'm just gonna take any old receipt, any old piece of paper, put me a little bit of the flesh color on there, that peach, a little bit of red, and just a little touch of blue. It does not take much blue. It does not take much red. Just kind of touch as you go. I mean, try to get the right color and enough of it. Oh, I didn't even know that. Give y'all a close up of the background what I was talking about, keeping the variance in color. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but when I get a little bit of the sparkly glossy stuff and put on purple and a darker blue, it'll look like something all different. But you see, that's just from not over blending. I don't know if the camera doesn't really show off gloss or shine stuff very well. Yeah, thank you, Taylor. The camera doesn't really show off gloss or shine stuff very well, but if you can see, it looks like a part is wet. Um, Sometimes like that, and once I get the sparkles on it, it will, or the if I use decoupage, just like a seal or basic basic um, gloss, then it will definitely pop. The difference in color will definitely pop. Yeah, I sure am trying today, Taylor. Just I really want to do something with this YouTube. Like I want to actually inspire somebody, you know? So I've got a color that I like. Maybe still a little bit. Still could use some peach, but my receipt's falling apart, so just gonna go with it. So I'll mark the ribs. This one might end up taking a little more detail in. Even though I have the image pretty clear in my head, it still might take a little more detail in. Grab a little smaller brush here. Sorry, just put my hand in front of the camera. Yeah, I really kind of like this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of like it. It does need more peach. Sorry. No. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, the kind of stuff you've seen. Have you ever worked with oil? Personally, it gets a little much for me. I was when I had a lot of oil pastels around. I uh I went a little crazy with it, and it's just so hard to clean up stuff. But if you yeah, I imagine you'd be really good with that. Like you gotta be able to see the light and the darkness to be able to be good at something like that, because it's so easy to go so dark, you know. Oh man, that's such a funny like cosmic joke and also art joke. I don't know. I don't get very many art jokes. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah. As ever, I am sold on Christ, man. Your life to Christ. I don't care where you are. I don't care what you're going through. But I know somebody who does care what you're going through. Does really care for you and is alive and will be alive and is ever faithful. Man, people will disappoint you. But my friend, Mr. Yeshua, Mr. Christ, no, it's not. Never lied to me. Never betrayed me. So, That's it.
Thank y'all for your support today. I never have been taking this lightly. This YouTube thing, it really means maybe a little bit more than it should to me.
Like, man, you guys, when I see you doing your natural thing,
It's like the coolest thing ever. Whatever that thing is, like cool. I love it so much, man. Just kind of mark over where the eyes are gonna be, but we're gonna end up putting white there anyways. Just run out what I got on the receipt paper and keep going.
I got a smaller brush standing by just for moments like this. And I just use that one brush as a paint tray, you know. Run, you don't have to retract anything. I mean, typos are one thing, but bro, you're welcome to say what you want. I'm about it, man. I've been through that shit too. And a lot of those times you were talking about exactly what I was going through at that time, dude. Like the spirit was using you to educate me on shit that
I wouldn't have trusted nobody else. Like I knew it was him because it's just right to my heart. No prompting, no object motives in yourself. You just put it out there. Like I said, I love what you do, man.
we need educating too, because the preachers ain't doing it. And I want to know why the church. I went all the way to the ocean. I saw no churches open. I saw churches on every other street. None of them were open.
I don't understand this world no more. Kind of burn out on it after that. After seeing that, man. And like that's what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to be a minister. Except, what am I going to collect Rome's?
Collect rooms, eh, what taxes to build me a building? What kind of ministry is that? So I went to a street and tried to feed people and tried to live with God, tried to do what He says. Man,
Yeah, they all closed, man. Whew.
right, right. Oh, very, very few. Yeah, yeah. There was one like that where I came up. It was like right downtown, you know. They just kept the sanctuary open anytime they were there. But I saw, I mean, a lot, bro.
Closed, man. Closed. A lot. But there's nobody there, man. Don't get it.
But I'm gonna get off of that. I just hope there's a few more out here actually living it up and not just going to church on Sunday like the preacher man said when I was about it.
Personally, it's been a long time since I gone to church. But I die for my friend Jesus. I tell you that. I've been cast out of everywhere you can think of. Jobs, school, churches. Like a microphone, like a microscope is put on me all the time. But
But I really do love that. Jesus, answer me right now.
Has been, will be. So now I'm just doing little stuff. I'll probably blend me up some more on a receipt paper. Well, I'll probably blend me up some more on top of this that I already have blended just to get some sort of same color. But it's out of the same basic three colors. I can do it again. Fix it, I can redo it, I can clean it up. Clean this brush off. Clean this brush off. Eh,
I need to make those arms bigger. I know it. Yeah, yeah. But think about it. We're manipulated and we're screwed over by the world because what? Because they hated him. Because they're gonna hate us. Yeah, bro. I can't even catch up to what you. I love it, dog. This is why I understand what you mean when you called yourself run. I started view it all differently when people. Yeah, man. Yeah, like you were reasoning one day about how like it seems like two completely disconnected people will be saying the same attack, or they'll be saying they'll be doing like hitting you in certain points that they couldn't know about. You know what I mean? Like it's far beyond like PTSD is the thing where you're like looking for the patterns all over the place, but it's like a little bit beyond that. Operating under a devil, man, they're operating under the same spirit as the other person. It's just how it is, and it kind of makes you not really hate people so much because it's like, man, that's damn. Even them, like, you know what I mean? It's holding out faith. It makes it easier to forgive them though. But I don't know how I could ever forgive the devils. You know what I mean? How could you ever forgive the opposite of God? Like it doesn't make sense to me. I don't want to dance with them. I know that I'm about sick of this world because it seems like I just get attacked all the time. I know we all do. Woe is me and all that. Mine be crazy, but it all comes back to
How I'm living my life, man. When I screw up, I get the payment right now. For real. I get the warnings right off the bat, even beforehand, like, don't do this. If I still stupidly decide to do it, well, they're trying to trap you. Or next time. But it is what it is, man. We gotta walk out the road. You know, ain't nobody else to walk it out but us. We're chosen for this path, for this time, for these actions, for this world, for these people, man. It's all about people because it's souls, because you don't die. Then they're just confused. Then they just put themselves in hell. And they could be out just as quick as we got out. Man.
so you know I walked through hell here. I wanted to walk through hell there.
Okay. I get paid back right now. I don't get to see their payback, but when I do see their payback, it's like dead. It's like not small payback. Like God talks and the mountains rumble. Like matter of fact, I just put somebody else down.
It's never too late, man. It's so important to really be good to people.
The person I just put down, they're like mock good, you know, it seems like it's good, and then you get closer and you realize
They just use the shit out of people.
and so it's one of these people, and we've been parted ways for a couple of years.
And she ended up just going on, kind of an older big lady. So
But man, she could have just had a minute. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it's been a wild little ride here. Well, hi, Seven Ano. Yes. What does your name mean? And also, do you do YouTube stuff? You walk through fire? Yeah. Yeah. Well, Run, that's just it, man. The whole world in a hurry to go on and die. That's what I've been confused about since I was a kid. Like, wait, you mean we just go through all this to get in a hurry, to pay money, to live, to die? And you guys, that's like your purpose, is to get above the next guy? That doesn't even make sense. You're like, you can't live in an alternate reality. You know, it's like, is that an alternate reality?
Believing that that's not the fact, but sometimes it is. I've been in snake dens, you know what I mean?
This might prove a little more difficult than I originally presumed. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This over here. Shine and Drake. That should do me better. A legitimate paint tray should do me good. Tried to make me a fall guy, so yeah. But it's all different when you start coming with the truth. See, that's when everything just goes crazy. When you start coming with the truth, and you were set up to be the fall guy. It's like even though I failed, because I had a similar situation, man. It sucks. People think they can just do whatever they want, but man, I fell a couple times over. Blamed for stuff I didn't do for sure, or even if I didn't do anything close to it, it was way out of context stories and nutso stuff, man. And then it was just like, okay, you're screwed now. But it is what it is. People are dumb, dude. But they don't understand that all that follows them, man. They think that it's just like, okay, I won. But you don't win when you fight like that, man. I didn't win when I was a kid and I decided to handle myself like a kid. Did I get adult like good things? No, I got kid bad things, you know? I decided to treat my brother and sister badly. I got treated badly by others because it's all connected, man. So they don't know that that's just another reason that they need grace, man. That's why they need to start that conversation. Because no matter where you are, your reputation is a thing that's felt on energy as much as it is by you yourself. Like your people knowing you and stuff like this, it's just as much built off of the energy. And your energy comes from what you're concentrating on. So it is a temporary thing in some ways, but also the energy comes from the Most High. So if Most High has you marked as a way, as one of His, as even however it goes, you know, if He has you marked, then that is also part of that reputation that follows you. It's gonna be a hell of a screw up. If Most High has your back still,
It don't really matter. That reputation will shine because it's really him. Yeah, I know. So I'm going with the lighter color. Do a little bit of highlight here. Blend with a slightly more off color. I don't know how well the camera's gonna show stuff, but oh shoot! Hi Nichuli. I'm so sorry. I'm like zoned in sometimes, you know. Oh, oh yeah, yeah. When come against you, why I was saying that is wild. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. So then when they all come against me, though, in the last couple cases, it's been like set up and all this. I just come with the complete truth, and if that isn't good enough, then it is what it is. You can feel that thing. You can feel that thing. Man, you can feel the truth. You can hear the truth. It sounds more solid. And any kind of bullshit is always exposed by the energy, man. Most High will tell on you. You yourself will tell on you if you're lying. Especially if you're like me, you know, good at lying. I ain't even good at white lies. I can't even tell you a little happy thing unless it's really real. No good at lying, for sure. No. Not really all that good at telling the complete truth either, you know. It's kind of hard sometimes. People don't want to hear paths leading to paths, you know. Again, well, I have a lot of respect for you, Mr. Run. Oh, you're good, LZ. So I'm gonna take that slightly different color and blend it with this other one here. You know, the kind of mediumer color. Ooh. Oh well, I can clean it. I really like how this one's turning out. It's about one of the weirdest ones I've done so far. I like it. I might be just playing right now. You know, that's kind of part of painting. Like, I might just be screwing around right now, and then when I find the right color, just end up going over the whole thing again. But for now, what am I painting? Oh, hi, Pearl Lester. I like your name. I call it Starving Artist. I'm not done with it by any means. I'm probably screwing around with it for a while here. But it's a person. Do you paint Pearl Lester? Yeah, well, I'm sure of it. Although it may take a while before it's done. Because I'm just kind of playing with colors right now.
the dimensions of the arms really still kind of looks funny to me, huh?
Needs to be wider.
I'll try to get this part done first. As I run out of paint. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and that's another thing is like the intuitive. There's something really going on in this world, man. There's people that are called. We're all connected. It's just like that. And it's the spirit that connects us. It's God. It's Jesus. It's what He lived for. You know, it's what it is that's connected. So everywhere you go, you can't run from God. No matter where you go, you're just gonna find more of that what we are. And the more a person puts themselves down, the more they are God and not themselves. The more I'm wrapped up in God, then the more it matters that it is so. Man, the more it matters, the more I'll lose. It's a wild world. That's all I know. Ooh, that word. All right, here we go. I mix the two colors. I'll get the right shade. Mix a little bit of blue with that reddish tint here. Try to get close to where the roots were, but I'm not so sure I'm gonna get it. Nope, too dark. No! Someone is calling. Okay. That man vanished evil. Yeah. And raise the dead. I'm sorry to do this to y'all. Let's take 10-second break. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I wanted to mute it for just a second. Hi, Rihanna. I had to take a phone call. I know, terribly unprofessional. This is the Kevin Does What He Wants show. I don't know if you guys have been here. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't actually like talk to anybody usually ever. like like my mom and my girlfriend. That's it, dude. That's it. But so sorry about that, guys. We're back to the show. We're back to the show. Rihanna's been doing a lot with her channel. If you guys haven't been over there lately, you should get over there. She is a funny lady. I personally like the way she does makeup. I do. She does the joke faces. She does the bad makeup. She does the good makeup. She does the go to Walmart makeup. She does the go to a job interview makeup. But she looks prettiest in no makeup at all. And lovely lady, proud mother.
Good lady. Go on, check her out. There. That was proper, right, Ryan?
Yeah, sorry, I walked in as you. I muted it as you're walking in there. Thank you, thank you.
And like I said before, I'm just gotta play with the colors over and over and over. A painting like this can get you absorbed because just the littlest variations and all this.
Yeah. Be taken into the spell of painting forever. At least it looks pretty scale. Getting there.
I just use the
Darker blue color that I mixed up, mixed with the flesh tone.
and let it mix right on the board here, as is my custom. I actually like doing it this way a lot better, blending on the board. I mean, as opposed to using a paint tray, but it has its limitations, you know.
With this one, I'm just doing what I want.
Put in his little hands. I always heard you want to be an artist, you get good at hands and eyes. Hands are very difficult, so I always
Be playing with hands. Always be playing with hands.
I love to paint them. It's very amusing to me. Get perfectly squared up.
Ooh, hi, Daisy May. Miss Daisy.
Again, if y'all haven't checked these people out, you should.
This one's a bit weird, man. But I am sure amused by making it. I'm good. How are you doing, Miss Daisy? I still am just making dinner. Oh, of course you are. Super mom, of course you are. Well, thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. Pretty cool, yeah. And for putting out such good stuff. Honestly, thank you guys for coming on here with that kind of heart that I've been looking for like my whole life. You guys are so great. You don't even know. So loving. Especially you, Ryan, because I say some weird stuff in your chat. Out of context, especially when I'm messing with trolls. Yeah, no, I say some weird stuff in your chat. And I do apologize for that. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me still. I rocks with you. So I'm just going on the high points of the face. Just really trying to picture it in my mind, you know? If I can get it clear enough in my mind, I can get it on paper. If I can get it clear enough in my mind, I can see how the cheeks are shadowed, I can see how the mouth should look, everything. It's just all about visualizing the character. Sorry, I wasn't trying to say that slow like I was talking to an idiot. That was trying not to mess up the ending. Yeah, if you just can visualize it well enough, you can pin it. So that's what I'm trying to do now. Okay. Work our way down the chest. Getting close to the other parts. We're being careful not to write over any parts we don't want to write over. Got the neck bones there, whatever this is. And that, and pectorals. So I want a little more red. Shout out to all of you awesome people. Hope you are getting what you're needing out of the day, high or low. Don't forget, everything is a chance to learn, man. Everything is a chance to be where you're supposed to be. Even if it takes you to hell itself, if you're there with the Most High, you're gonna be all right. On purpose, with purpose, you're gonna be all right. You're awesome, Miss Daisy. You're awesome because you do this every day.
Don't let nobody get me fooled in here. Miss Daisy is all about this positivity. She does it every day to everybody who walks in there. As long as you are mildly respectful, you're welcome in Miss Daisy's chat. Just don't start no crazy stuff. You're welcome there. I love that, man. I hope that's like that for everybody here. You know, you feel that respect. You know, because there's a lot of places where we're not getting that respect. You know, we can sure use it. As far as the people we draw in, you know, the people that have been through utter heck, man. They've been through utter heck. That's half the reason we get put through so much, man. So we understand them. At least with me, it's the people that understand my suffering are the people that I'm supposed to be helping, you know? People be in the psych wards and whatnot. They're the ones that's supposed to be helping. Be understanding because I was there. You know? Man, I really like this live because I'm just letting it flow out. I hope it's all making sense. I hope I'm speaking to somebody. I hope this is actually for some good and godly reason. Because this is not like, I mean, I'm a good guy, but I don't deserve any kind of credit for anything the Holy Spirit does, man. The only thing is I'm putting down myself. What I am doesn't matter so much. Because honestly, what am I? Bug food most of the time this summer, it seems. I am bug food. Well, I really love it in your chat too, Miss Daisy. It never ceases to amaze me that I get done with these and it's like hundreds of people have just flipped through, you know? I just never know. When I was really searching, man, God answered me, man. He answered me through all kinds of ways, through random people at the cashier, at the register, in the Kmart. Like, he had kids telling me the same thing the elders were telling me. Like, he really, he really used everything, you know? So I just thought then, like, that's what I want to be. That's what I want to do. I want to be one that he uses. I am kind of on a tangent today, though. But like nothing else matters that much to me as being one that he uses. So in that site, I just stay open. Because I know how quick God can work too. Just a couple words be confirmation for me, man. When he wants to tell me, he'll tell me everything. He even tell me the opposite through the enemy. Like, that does happen. So I'm just doing a steady little blend here. So this is a weird one. Okay. Man. Oh, you sure are welcome. So. Oh yeah, and don't forget it's a slow time. You know, people are not on YouTube. Like if you started up in October, December, you know, kind of newer to YouTube, if you want to say, kind of like I am, then don't forget that it's gonna be lots more people on as they're inside more. So it'll be like the wintertime, you know. So don't get discouraged. Everybody's numbers is down. Instead, try to come up with something new or take a little bit of a break. That's what I did. And also try to come up with something new, like the ordering system. If you want to have a painting painted or you would like to buy something that you see on here, you can just email me at in my bio description. Yep. If you would like to donate to the Make Kevin Not Starve, no, I'm just kidding. If any donations we put towards things that I have for different creators on here to put it in the mail finally. It doesn't cost very much. It's only like $7 to $12, depending on where it's going. If it's out west, it might be as much as 18. But so any kind of donations will most likely be put in a couple things. I have like 3 packages that I want to send off as soon as I get some dough. Be so excited. So I'd be so starving, but no, I'm just kidding. I ain't starving at all. I know resources. Plus, I got really, really blessed. All right, this lady came out of nowhere, and she knows how to cook. I was like, bet. So I'm just kidding. I known her for like 10 years. I'm not that easy of a sell. But she knows how to cook. So I ain't be starving no way. Keeping in mind everything going on. Arms are still a little back. Okay. Real detail work on the fingers. Try to be a little quiet. Trying to let the crickets sing their beautiful music. I don't know if you can even hear it over the air conditioner, but alright, this is a strange one. Give y'all a closer view. I like it. It's not exactly what I was going for. Take a little break here and then I'll jump back to it. You guys are still on 10-15 minutes. I'll jump right back to the same old painting. Well, thank you. Wow, that sounded so weird in my head. Like, it's not, man. So did do like sales kind of thing, and it's just funny how you put on a whole different face. Like, like I don't know. When it comes to this, I'm not used to that part of it, the business part of art. You know, I'm not used to that face coming out. Like, yeah, thank you, man. That was a weird moment. Okay, so I'm gonna go away. Probably come back 10-15 minutes. Thank you guys so much for coming in through and stopping through. Got Daisy May, Run,
Marines Army Mom. Well, hi, Marines Army Mom. Sorry, ma'am. It seems like I missed you in the chat there. Yeah, we got Rihanna, Pearl Luster. Nice. She said she did a UFO painting. Miss Nietzsche Lee, LZ. Random people trying to get shout outs. And Run, Taylor, Vibrant Style, Real. If y'all don't know these, y'all too. Because I got some really good folks. All right, I'm going to take me a little 15 minute, then we're going to come right back. Thank you so much. Keep praying for us because we need it.